Moses Anim is my guest this morning, and he's a member of parliament for Trobo, a member of the MPP, who will be joined by Alhaji Amadou Sorogo. He's a member of parliament for Medina, and also the member of the NDC responsible for a number of committees in parliament as well as a member. And we have to also start with you. And thanks for joining me, Mr. Anim.
All right, thank you very much.
We've all been very much privy to the outcome of that very expose by Yao announced about supposed bribe taking by some members of the judiciary, or especially the bench, which has resulted in a number of issues following investigations or by the Judicial Council and all. What do you first make of it before substantively we go on to the next other issues?
Oh, well, I think, thank you very much, and well wishes to our viewers and all Ghanaians and people in my constituency. Yes, I think judicial corruption has been in the news all this while, and not to say that the entire judiciary is corrupt. Definitely we have good ones in there who are upholding to the integrity and efficiency and the independence nature of the judiciary as established by our constitution. We all know the purpose why we wanted the judiciary to be very independent, even taking it from the 7th Congress of the United Nations General Assembly, where they adopted the basic principle on the independence of the judiciary. We have inculcated into our constitution Article 125, Article 127, deepening the independence of our judiciary. It is also to make it certain that our judiciary will work according to their judicial oath, so that at the end of the day, we'll definitely have good judgment, because our judges are supposed to assume God on this earth. It is only God who judges, that we all know. So with this expose, all we're saying is that for now is seen that there's some sort of judicial corruption, which the due process as established by the Constitution is being followed. And I think our interest for now should be the Chief Justice and her team following the due process. And if the due process is followed as established by our Constitution, I think we should all support the Chief Justice to follow the due process, so that the final determination of this case will come out. And let's also say kudos to Anas for the expose.
And we've been joined by Alhaji Amadou Sorogo, member of parliament for Medina. We remember by the close of the last week, he picked up his nomination forms, and following that also submitted subsequently with a crowd of jubilant supporters widely behind him. If he tends to win his primaries, he'll be facing Sadiq Abubakar, who is also gunning on the ticket of the MPP for Medina. That'll be a tough fight, though. It's good job. Well,
what should I say? Good job. I mean, but at least, well, Sadiq is an experience. He's my younger brother. He was in Salaga, and he won twice. He lost twice. He lost in 2008. He lost in 2012. So it's not a coup job. There's no coup job anywhere now. Politics, we are matured. It's a change of ideas, but at least if I don't want to go there, I'm now talking about my primaries.
Okay.
And when I cross my primaries, then we get there. Yeah, because I have led my party. I took it from the MPP in 2004, and I've been able to maintain it till today. And so the track record is there. So when we get there, we'll cross. But for now, I'm talking about my primaries, which will come on.
So you're thinking of first things first?
Yeah, you need to.
All right. What do you make of the expose on the judges?
Well, for now, if you ask even a small child, going around his or her business, he will tell you it's the news. It's an unpleasant news. It's news that we are not happy, because the issue is that if the watchman himself becomes the thief, it sends a lot of worries across, and so we all heard the news with a lot of sadness. I in particular, because the bottom line is that if they are the custodians, those who would interpret the Constitution and give punishment to deter people from, doing bad things, if they are the people who would make sure that justice is given to those who deserve it, if they are the people who, at the end of it all, when everything fails, you go there and you hope to get justice. And it's the same place that this is coming. It's not the best. I'm happy that at least there's a proverb that says that every day for a thief man, one day, And so for now, I'm happy that the Chief Justice has taken up. She's been given all the support that she needs by the current administration. The Attorney General is working closely with the Chief Justice, so that the bottom line is that at the end of the day, we want a system where people can be confident walking to and believing that, yes, they would get a fair hearing and then justice. Okay. And so for now, since it is before them and the Chief Justice is doing all that is possible, constitutionally, of course, and the government is also giving all the support that the Chief Justice needs. All what we can say is that they should continue the work. But it sends a signal to all of us, all of us, including even the media. I don't even know whether my brother here or my brother there is holding a camera, so I have to be very careful. So yes, but the question is, do we need to wait and be told to do the right thing? That is where my problem is. If we all know that, look, there is a God that is always looking at us, and the God doesn't see darkness. Whether it's darkness, whether it's in your room, whether you're alone, the God is there. And I don't think that whatever I'm doing, it is me alone. That should send signals to all of us to be up and doing, and to make sure that let us serve Madagana to the best of our ability, so that the bottom line is, at the end of the day, nobody is caught pants down. Well,
Mr. Dima, according to sources that Joy News are getting from the court, 22 of the lower court judges suspended in the wake of the expose, they intend to place an injunction on the public screening of the video. And we know that is Tiger Eye, PI. They had slated September 22 and 23 at the Accra International Conference Center to do the public screening. Indeed, tickets that I've cited are already going out for, even had started going out even before the media reports came out about the expose. And he does that for every report that he has.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to believe that, well, we are being guided by the Constitution, and they have the right to go to court. But I know the Article 146 has also established the guidelines for the Chief Justice to take, and it is cogent, very explicitly clear as to the guideline that the Chief Justice should take. And for now, she is taking to that guideline. And as long as she takes to that guideline, the other judges also have right to go to court. All we're saying is that let's have fair hearing and let justice prevail. Because why? The independence of the judiciary in its spirit and letter was established to let them go by the integrity and efficiency and the independence of our judges. And all these laws have been done just to let them have that cover to provide the integrity that we all want. Because, gentlemen, we all don't know what will happen. We are all trying to be guided by law. But we know that you can fall to or anything at all can happen, that you may even go to seek justice. Defamation can even come. And if this is the way it's going to go, what is the confidence that we're going to have? And as we said, there are good ones in there. And therefore, this an expose that is trying to clean up what we have at the moment. So they also have the right to go to court. As much as we are not lawyers, but are being guided by the Constitution and the guidelines that we read, we want to see the right things being done. Fairness in this case is, what is it? A fraud. Even the 1468 also tells about even the system being in camera, and each of them having either by themselves, being represented by themselves, or by their lawyers, or by their own experts, deem it fit that will represent them. So it's their right to go to court. All we are saying is that the judges to that issue must also go by the law and give judgment. As it is, if you want to look at the trend and the precedent and fairness, anytime such expose comes, nobody stops us from showing it. So if you really want to go by the trend, it has been the norm for now, because when the other ones came, I think we did not hear anything about somebody going to stop. But that doesn't preclude them from going to court. They can go to court, and then the judgment will be what will be standing for all of us. Until then, he has also established 22nd, isn't it?
23rd.
23rd. Let's
2 days showing.
Let's hope that.
They call it, in the cinema world, they call it premiering. Premiering.
So let's hope that as we move along, maybe that judgment will come to guide all of us as to what should happen.
Show or not to show?
No, why? I mean, the law doesn't respect anybody. The law, even though...
But what is the judiciary? The judiciary is an organ of the state or government that also tends to be at the top echelon. Where
in terms of dispensation of the justice system.
Yes.
And that is where they also have to be very careful in whatever they do. That places that premium on them. What show or not to show, I mean, we've shown a lot of them. This is not the first time. The cocoa smuggling, the customs ones, the SEPs at Tema, you know, and a whole lot. But what I can say that whilst I would not compare this one to them because of the delicate nature. When I was coming, I was monitoring one of your
sister stations.
Yeah, sister stations, and somebody was even saying that it has started affecting the flow of business, especially foreign businesses, investments to Ghana. And the question that the host asked, why? Then he said, yeah, you know, people are agitated. They want to wait and see how it's going to work. Because the bottom line is that if you want to bring your business to Ghana, you want to assure yourself that, yes, in case there is any, you know,
litigation.
Not even litigation, but there can be, you know, a misunderstanding here and there. You need to assure yourself that there is a system that would see it as it is, and not a system that can be manipulated simply because...
Is that not what we need to show, so that there's transparency in whatever?
No, I'm saying that. No, I'm not saying that don't show.
You are just looking at the pros and cons.
Yes, I'm looking at the pros and cons. The bottom line is that a system has been put in place. The Chief Justice has already kicked into action steps that she's taken. The Attorney General has given immunity to Anas to enable him so that people cannot say they are going to prosecute him here and there. It's affecting judges, and the same judges are going to sit on that case, you know. And one thing that I was very happy about, like my brother said, was in the same episode, expose, you know, it was clearly stated that they were very good lawyers who... Judges, sorry, after several attempts, even threatened that, look, if you come again, I'm going to cause you arrest. You know, it shows that it's not all that bad. In any case, we should know the number of judges, magistrates that we have. We have thousands of them. So if you are talking about 20-something or 30, it's bad. We are supposed to have zero tolerance for corruption as far as our judiciary is concerned. And if we are it's not a good thing. But I think that we have to be very careful. Nobody can stop it from being screened, being shown. On the other hand, nobody can also tell those affected not to go to court. If they go to court and in the judicial system they are granted, you know, that injunction, then it stops there. But I don't see why it cannot be shown. I'm not saying why it should not, but why it cannot, because others have followed the same trend.
Okay.